When your Liberty Pump Pro 380 stops working, the most common culprits are power supply problems and float switch malfunctions. Let's diagnose these issues systematically. Here's what a typical Liberty Pump Pro 380 installation looks like. The pump sits in a basin and activates based on water levels detected by the float switch. First, check the basics. Is the pump plugged in securely? Test the outlet by plugging in another device to confirm it's receiving power. Next, inspect your electrical panel. Look for blown fuses with darkened or melted elements, and check for tripped circuit breakers. For circuit breakers, reset them by switching fully off, then back on. A tripped breaker may appear to be in the on position, but actually needs to be reset. Critical safety reminder: ensure the pump is properly grounded. Never bypass grounding wires or remove the ground prong, as this can energize metal parts and create shock hazards. If power isn't the issue, focus on the float switch. This critical component tells the pump when to start and stop based on water levels in the basin. Check for adequate liquid levels to trigger the float. Look for any debris or obstructions preventing free movement. Even small objects can cause the switch to stick. Finally, perform a manual test. Lift the float by hand to see if the pump starts. If the pump doesn't respond to manual float activation, the switch is likely defective and needs replacement. Remember, systematic diagnosis saves time. Start with power basics, check your electrical panel, ensure proper grounding, then test the float switch. These steps will identify most Liberty Pump Pro 380 issues. When your Liberty Pump Pro 380 hums but doesn't move sewage, you're dealing with mechanical blockages or valve issues. This is a common problem that requires systematic troubleshooting. The first area to check is the discharge line. Foreign objects, ice, or debris can create blockages that prevent proper sewage flow, even when the motor is running. A jammed impeller inside the pump is another common cause. The impeller is the rotating component that moves the sewage. When it's blocked by debris, the motor runs, but no pumping occurs, requiring disassembly to clear the obstruction. Frequent ground fault circuit interrupter tripping indicates your pump is drawing too much power or has an underlying electrical issue. This is a serious safety concern that requires immediate attention. Sewage pumps typically last around 10 years. Regular maintenance, including inspection and cleaning, can prevent most problems and significantly extend your system's life. For complex issues, electrical problems, or motor issues, always consult a qualified technician. Safety is paramount. Always disconnect the pump from the power source before handling or making any adjustments. Consider installing a high water alarm system to provide early warning of pump failure or excessive water inflow. This preventive measure can save you from costly water damage and emergency repairs.